Good evening. I'm Terry. I'm the host for this podcast. I'm going to be real quick. I just want to talk about Abigail Spanberger, an ex-CIA officer, you know. And so she's now been elected governor of the state of Virginia. Yay. Congratulations, Virginia. Congratulations. You just elected an a CIA officer as your next governor. Now, I find this whole thing interesting. Let me tell you why I find it interesting. When she was running for this office, you had her going up against her opponent, who just so happens was this is not about the other lady, the African American lady who's from Jamaica, who's African American, husband's African American, has African American kids, was in the military, was a business owner. I mean, this lady done some great things. Worked at the Salvation Army and the homeless shelter. So she was grassroots. She's a grassroots lady. But yet she lost. She lost to the lady who was now, by the way, the NAACP does not sponsor any candidates. I just want to say that before I say this. They do not sponsor any candidates. They're called the National Association of Advancement of Colored People. Now, did they endorse Abigail Spanberger? No, not technically, no. But they had her at the convention. Not the black lady, but Abigail, the white lady with the white kids and the white. Don't get me wrong, both ladies have fine families. I'm not knocking the families. Families look great. I've seen pictures of family. She looks like she had an outstanding family. But they're called the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. That's what they're called. But they had her at the convention and not the black lady. National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. That's telling me they thought that the white lady was a better candidate than the black lady with the black husband, with the black kids, who had a small business, who was in the military, who's a Jamaican immigrant, who worked her way up, who worked at the homeless shelter. They think the CIA officer was a better candidate. Congratulations, state of Virginia. You see what y'all just did? Now, is she going to bring, I wonder if she's going to bring any of that skill set to the state of Virginia. Is she going to be doing any kind of covert operations in the Statehouse? I wonder if that's going to happen. You think, do y'all think she's still connected to the CIA? Huh? You just elected. That's what you just did. You elected someone who's connected with the CIA, who, by the way, we complain about all the time. I don't get it. I don't get it. And by the way, the National Association of Advancement of Colored People should change their name to the National Association for the Advancement of the Democratic Party, because it's not about colored people. Because if it's about colored people, they'd had that black lady at her. Just to be fair, they would have had her at the convention too, but they didn't. You know why? Because she's Republican. See, it's not about color, man. Y'all, we get caught up in color and all this kind of nonsense. It's never been about color. It's about pushing agendas in political parties. That's what it's about. You know how we've been told. I was brought up like that. Democrats here for the poor people. They're only for poor people. Republicans are for the rich. Let me ask y'all a question. Serious questions. How many of y'all ever donated money to the Democratic Party or Republican Party? Any party? Huh? You haven't. It's a question. Where are they getting their money from? I'm talking about Democrats. You mean to tell me they ain't getting money from rich people? You really believe they not getting money for the rich people? You really believe they don't do stuff with rich people? Here's the thing, and I know I'm talking about Virginia, but I'm gonna end this. I don't want to take too much time on this because it's kind of upsetting. Here's the thing. They have us believe in certain things, but when you start researching and paying close attention, you realize it's not what it seems. Yeah, they tell you, oh, we for the poor people. Oh, we for black people. Oh, really? Really? You just had the white lady at your convention, not the black lady, but the black husband, the black kids, who's grassroots. I had to get that out. But that's what they just supported. And I really don't care. I'm not living in Virginia. I used to live in Virginia, had relatives in Virginia. I kind of paid attention to the election. They even had Barack Obama come in there. And And Barack Obama, same guy. When he was pushing Kamala Harris, what did he tell us? She's just like you. She looks like you. She's like your auntie. She even cooks collard greens. And she washed them in the bathtub. She's just like you. Jamaican. Although, white husband, no kids. I'm just saying. Off the subject, have you ever noticed some of these most radical people on the left, especially African Americans, not all of them, most of them, are married to white ladies? I don't have or white men. I really don't care, but they're radical. I mean, here's my issue. What kind of conversation do you have when you go home? You spend all day talking about how evil white people were, and then you going home and your husband or your wife or your significant other is white. What kind of conversation do you have when you go? Do you go in here? You're evil. You're evil. I'm not cooking your own food. Go get your own food. You're evil. Is that what you do? It's everything's like, it's like we're in bizarro world. It's like everything's upside down backwards. You know, it's the craziest thing. Virginia, you just elected a CIA officer as your governor. I want that to sink in. It's crazy to me. And here's the thing. Virginia is one of your predominantly African-American states. So it's a bunch of African-Americans who either didn't vote or voted for the CIA officer, ex-CIA officer. It's crazy. But not the black lady. Because they told you not to vote for him. And guess what? Because they told you not to vote for the black. Oh, she's not for you. She's this, she's that. Man, that lady was grassroots. Grassroots. Just like Barack Obama. Grassroots. He went to Virginia to speak for the CIA lady, not the black lady. It's not about black and white. It's not about black and white. It never has been. The NAACP is the National Association for the Advancement of the Democratic Party. And the Congressional Black Caucus, go look at their charter. Go look at what they deal with. They deal with everybody. And typically, we're on the bottom end. When's the last time you heard the Congressional Black Caucus doing anything? Huh? I'm just saying. How about the NAACP? When's the last time them doing something significant? Other than chasing down people trying to sue them. They're not in the neighborhoods. They're not in the neighborhoods trying to tell some of these gangsters to stop killing in our communities. Are they doing that? I don't hear them doing that. I hear them, but they're on the scene as soon one little thing look like a police officer shot a black person. Look like. It's just crazy to me. I'm just saying, you got to start paying attention to you. It's the 3-card Molly. It's the shell game. It's a flim flam. They playing with us. Got us all bent out of shape. And then they're in on it. Come on now, y'all be paying attention. Roland Martin took $300,000 or a couple $100,000 for Kamala Harris when they were running a campaign. Those people bought and paid. Is what I'm trying to say. They bought and paid. And they selling you out and selling me out. That's what those people doing. They ain't looking out for no black people. They looking out for their own pocketbooks. Stop it with this nonsense. And we like to peons. Yes. You know, we need to start reading more, doing more research. Start paying attention to the various legislation that's going on in the National Association of Advancement of Colored People. What color is Abigail? She's okay. I can see it. She's peach. But I have nothing against Abigail. I'm just trying to say it's a farce. They're playing games. Virginia, you elected as ex-CIA officer. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video. I thank you very much and have a good evening.